Tomorrow's headlines today. Good afternoon, Klamath Basin. It's Monday, July 2nd, 2018. I'm Kurt Liedtke with the Herald and News. Here's a preview of stories that you can find in tomorrow's edition of the Herald and News. These are tomorrow's headlines today. A planned city park within the city of Malin intended to honor the community's veterans inched closer to fruition with approval of a grant from the Oregon Parks and Recreation Department. It's a collaborative effort between the city of Malin, Malin Historical Society, and local veterans groups. Discussions for a veterans park began in January. A grant was sought from Oregon Parks and Recreation Department with a May deadline for submission and approved for $48,000 in support of park construction. The park will be located on a city-owned lot that has sat vacant, but once housed a hotel in downtown Malin, now located between a store and diner. Barbara Kaimi and Harry Noguchi were just young kids when they and their families were forced to leave their West Coast homes, moved to temporary assembly centers, and later be transferred to internment camps during World War II. Both ended up at Tule Lake, which began as one of the nation's 10 detention centers for nearly 120,000 Japanese Americans, two-thirds of them U.S. citizens. Tule Lake was later declared the nation's only segregation center. Last weekend, those who survived it and their descendants gathered in the Klamath Basin for the biennial pilgrimage so that Kaimi, Noguchi, and others never forget that era of American history. Last week, Klamath and Lake Community Action Services, or KLCAS, hosted its 11th annual Project Family Connect at the Klamath County Fairgrounds Event Center, serving more than 900 people. 50 vendors participated in the event to provide services like medical, dental, and vision care, haircuts, and access to items such as hygiene products, food, clothing, school supplies, and family photos. The event has been successful, according to Michael Smith, QA specialist for KLCAS, due to a combination of good community partners who donate an awful lot, spending it wisely, and making the most of what we do get. Colonel Karen Johnson, U.S. Army retired, will be leading the annual Klamath Falls Independence Day Parade as Grand Marshal. Having served in the U.S. Army for 26 years and as the first female commander for the Veterans of Foreign Wars Pelican Post 1383 for the last 5 years, Johnson has enjoyed giving back to institutions that mean so much to her and helping those who need it, even if it means just talking to them. She will be part of the 4th of July parade through downtown Klamath Falls in connection with the Klamath Freedom Celebration on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. For a full rundown of 4th of July activities, check the Tuesday Herald and News. And those are just a few of the stories you can find detailed in the Tuesday, July 3rd Herald and News. Be sure to follow us online via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, heraldandnews.com, and you can subscribe to our podcasts on most podcast sites such as iTunes, Google, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and many more. Be sure to check back each day for the latest podcasts, videos, and breaking news impacting the Klamath Basin, and thanks for listening.